If you're selling to the right person, do you think that you can sell that person? You think you can sell the person? So if I put 50 people that are exactly the person that you designed your product for in front of you, how many people do you think you're going to sell? So, but not 50. The average salesperson only can sell 10% of their interactions. And that's a good salesperson, right? If you're a bad salesperson, you're probably selling between 2 to 5%. But a good one can only sell 10%. This is a numbers game. If you want to make a lot of money, you have to be prepared to fail. And that's simple. You have to get rejection after rejection after rejection. You feel that, okay, cool. Mr. Halal, how many people did you talk to today? About 20. How many sales did you make? I can go around the room, but y'all get my point. Talk to the right person. You can tell customer avatar. That's made up of, if you already have sales, right? You can get that information from your sales transactions. If you don't have sales, you have to come up with it, a figment of your imagination. You have to dream up your perfect customer. What do they look like? Their age, their sex, their demographic, their social class, their values, their buying motivations. They really want your product? Or are they just somebody in front of you acting like they want to buy? You can click now. This is what we're going to talk about today. This is what I teach my clients, is the sales process. Knowing exactly where you are in the sales process will let you close a lot more deals. A lot of people try to close too early, or they don't even get to the closing process. They just start talking. Prospecting, lead qualification, engagement, closing, and follow-up. That is the sales process. What is a prospect? A prospect is somebody who might be interested in your product. I come to this table, I might want this, I might not. Or I might be vegan. None of this really applies to me, right? Somebody that might be interested. A lead qualification, what do you have to do? You have to qualify them to become a customer. What does that look like? They have to have the want, the need, and the desire to buy your product. If they don't meet those, you're talking to somebody who's not your customer. Again, we want to focus in on talking to people who are actually designed for our products. Engagement, what does that look like? You're trying to find out what their pain points are. If they're even hungry right now. If they like colorful clothes. If they have skin eczema. You're trying to figure out, do they have a desire to actually have your product? If they don't have your product, if they don't have a desire, you keep saying that. Then we go into the close. Close is where you negotiate. I'm sorry for breaking up. Close is where you negotiate. You find out exactly where last minute objections. People who might want to buy it, or they might be psyching themselves out and actually wanting to buy the product. So you address all those last minute, push them a little bit, but not too pushy, and then we go into the most important part of the whole process, the follow-up. Why is the follow-up so important? For two reasons. Number one, 44% of people give up after the first engagement, right? You're meeting somebody. They might be interested in your product. You qualify them, they don't buy the product, and so you just write them off. 80% of sales are done after the 5th point of contact. You're giving up way too soon. 44% of people give up after the first point of contact. 80% of sales are done after the 5th. Where is your lead generation going? How are you keeping track of your potential customers? Do you have an email list? That's one reason why you should follow up. The second reason why you should follow up is because that's where you get your referrals. If people are extremely satisfied with the product, they're going to want to talk to other people about your product. They're excited about it. You'll get referrals there. What does that look like? You have, are you from this area? You're from this area, you got aunties, cousins, friends, brothers, sisters. They might enjoy something that you like this water, right? They might enjoy that water too. You get into her network. You get into her auntie, you get into her cousins, and guess what? She might be married too. So you just turn one lead into two, and then you dive into that network. Qualify your leads. Make sure that they are meaningful before you just jump and try to sell them. But you can get a bunch of referrals off of one. You can really get about 4, to be honest with you. You can click it. Common mistakes to avoid. This presentation is jacked, but I'm just go ahead because I know what I'm talking about. When you are in the prospecting, common mistakes are you're focusing on the wrong person. When you're in the lead qualification portion of the sales process, you're also focusing on buying the wrong person or selling the wrong person. Avoid those mistakes. When you're engaging your customer, overloading them on information, useless information that they have no need for. You already figured out what their pain points are. Why are you still trying to give them statistics? Why are you trying to prove that you know more than them by giving them unnecessary statistics? Stop overloading on information. When it comes to the clothes being too pushy, you're just way too pushy. You're a used car salesman. Nobody wants your product, bro. When it comes to the follow-up, lack of follow-up, and I'm telling you, being too transactional is a deadly mistake. You're and contacting them when you want them to buy something. When you're engaging them, you should have found out things about them. You should have found out things about their family. You should have found out they had kids in high school or graduations coming up, or marriage about to happen. Those little messages that you get, happy birthday from Fashion Nova and all of that stuff, it make you smile a little bit, right? That's what you want to do. You want to engage with them through the follow-up. You can click it, Mr. Shane. That's what you call building trust in relationships. And that's what this next segment is about. Building trust in relationships. This is why, it's a lot of information up there, so I understand, but this is basically why you want to have trust in the sales process. People buy from people they trust. Trust is really associated with being authentic. If people are not being themselves, it really shows. It's not hard to see. People buy from people they like, right? People buy from people that they want to support. You might want to be yourself so you're attracting the right kind of customers. Being authentic. You establish credibility. Build strong relationships. You reduce the risk. People say, I trust this person. So when he tells me that this is going to get rid of my eczema, I kind of believe him. That part. You can go ahead and click. I feel real shackled too. I want to move around a little bit. Personalizing communication. How many people get spam? Just spam messages that have nothing to do. I got wear sundresses in the summertime email the other day. Nothing to do with nothing. You're not personalizing the communication. One of the advantages that we have as small business owners is that we actually can develop relationships with our customers. We can actually know who they are. When you personalize the communication, it shows a genuine interest. This person cared enough to know this little bit about me, even if it's my name. We'll get more into segmenting audiences, but if you're sending them real specific things, like if somebody bought what is this? A Halal Boy shirt in this color, you got another one that's about to drop and it's similar in style, that's the shirt that you want to have on your email that's sent to that customer with promo code. You know what I'm saying? You want to fold it in. That's that personalization. That's the customization. You can go to the next slide. Are y'all getting this? Are I moving too fast? Alright, cool. Go to the next slide. Hey, Doreen, can you click that for me? Sales techniques and strategies, we're going to get into some that I use. Now, I didn't really get into my history, but I've been pretty much born into sales. My dad is sitting in the back over there. He owned a life insurance company since before I could walk. I literally grew up in the field, making sales, trying to understand the whole buying and selling process. And from there, like I told you, I was a felon. I couldn't take over the company, but I literally developed all of the skills that it took to be that person, right? I jumped in, I started working for myself. My sister-in-law, she was at the door. Her mom owned the construction and the roofing company. I became a sales manager. I literally closed deals with clients, property management services. I literally operated in this space, right? So I'm not just telling you things that I think, I'm telling you things that I've experienced and things that are currently actively working for businesses in real time, okay? You can move, so I just said that because I'm about to phone and go into some story time a little bit. Hey, click that for me. Check. Click it again. Now, these are specific strategies that I use. I'm gonna give you some examples. Using transparency indirectly. I'm not a funny guy. Thank you. Alright, I'm not a funny guy. I'm not a talkative person. I'm not trying to use things that I don't have. What I have is transparency and being direct. If somebody asks me a question, I give them a direct answer, and it's just that simple. I'm not sugarcoating anything, and what does that do? It establishes trust. It lets them know, oh, this guy not going to against me. I can trust this guy. It's transparency. Selling value over price. Some people might know I was a party promoter. I used to tour around. I did Sexy Red's tour after parties last year, and one thing that happened after that Pound Town record is her booking rate went from $15,000 to $60,000 in a matter of 2 months. She joined Live Nation and it just went ridiculous. People who are interested in buying her for the after party, or not buying her, but people who are interested in booking her for the after party at $15,000 might not be that interested at $60,000. Why? Because they don't see the value of that, right? It doesn't really make sense to me. Selling value over price looks like, yeah, if you book her this night, you might not make your full 60 back, but she'll make 30, and you'll be packed for the next month. So if you got 5 Fridays when you hitting 30, that don't seem like it's kind of worth 60. Selling value over price. Offering tier options for upselling. I believe that 2-tier systems, does anybody here have any tier options in their business? You have tier, how many do you use? 4? You have to customize the business though, right? Yep. Yeah, perfect. Anybody else? How many tiers do you have? 4? That's okay. Also customizable, these are all custom brands right here. I like 2, personally. I think 2 is awesome. When you have a basic and a premium option, it allows you to sell more effectively. To me, because it's more simple, it's clean cut, you give them a basic and a luxury item. That's it, right? 3 options work great if you want to create some diversity. But when you get into the 4s and the 5s, it's more for customizable businesses. Like when you have to literally sell somebody a custom package. Like this is only for you type of thing, you know? So other than that, you really want to keep it simple. Tailored solutions for clients' needs look just like that, and leveraging personal connections and trust is the example I gave the young lady over there when you lean into your family and build a network build a network from inside of your family. Just like that. You click for me, Shane. Objection handling. By show of hands, if you've been in business for more than 5 years, put your hand up. If you've been in business for longer than 10 years, keep your hand up. What is the most common excuse that people give? There you go, they can't afford it. Who said that? I heard it all over the place. Yeah, they can't afford it. When people throw you objections, it's really simple. Because sales is really about confidence in you, in your product. Sales is about listening actively, and it is really about answering questions and asking questions, the right questions. You listen actively, you clarify that you heard what they're saying, and then you regurgitate it back to them, preferably in the question because you want to give affirmative answers back. You want them to say yes as much as possible. That's literally a trick of the trade. If they're saying yes, that's fair enough. You understand me? Are you with me? You hear me saying this throughout the presentation, right? I want people to say yes as much as possible. In the sales process, that's the same thing. You want them saying yes, 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 yes. You want to buy? Yes. That part. So, I can't afford this. I understand that you can't afford this. This might be over your budget at the time, but if you can put price to the side, does this product address all your needs? Yes. Finesse. Just a little finesse, a little bit. You can go to the next one. Closing techniques is very interesting to me. I have one that I love. I love it. The assumptive close is it. That's it for me. You increase your ability to close by 30%, by up to 30%, depending on your abilities. By up to 30% by assuming the sale. And what does that look like? Would you like this in black or white? Are we paying with cash or card? You just pretty much assume that they're going to buy the product. You're not even asking them. You're just assuming that they're buying it. That works so well. I'm just telling you. I used to work with this one lady. She would literally take somebody's phone if they had an iPhone, because what, iPhone has all your information stored, right? And the product that she was pushing, she had to use their phone to do. She would literally take their phone and just fill out everything to the credit card receipt, to the credit card option. And guess what? The credit card was loaded into the system too. She was so aggressive, it was kind of ridiculous. She would just walk herself through the entire sales process. It was ridiculous. I definitely wouldn't advise you doing that. Like I told you, be yourself, lean to your own personality. But that's like pretty much an extreme example of assuming a sale. The summary close, you highlight everything that you kind of talked to them about when you were addressing their pain points, questions that they might have had. You highlight everything that they love about the product. You do review what they don't like as well. If you're not able to customize the package to where it's not, to where you weren't able to remove those things, you still have to have that trust, so you still have to talk about the things that they still don't like, but you just kind of go over everything. And the urgency close is something that I use a lot in nightlife when we do promotions. 2 sections left, 1 section left, come get it now. It's kind of that kind of deal. You want to get them to buy out of the urgency, out of the sense of urgency. You can go to the next one. Upselling and cross-selling is more with tailored options as well. If they are absolutely in love with the products, then you want to definitely offer them another tier up if you have a tiered system. Cross-selling looks like adding on things that might go well. Oh, you like this shirt? I don't know, I'm not a fashion guy, but scarves, maybe a hat, things like that. Socks, there you go. That goes with it. It goes with it. It's an add-on. So you just want to throw that in there. That's cross-selling. Upselling, like I said, is with a tier option. And now we're about to get into something that I really, really, really love to do. You go to the next slide. Social media strategies. I am a big social media guy because I have a passion for cold outreach. It's worked for me so well, just reaching out to people without them having a clue of who I am, where I come from. I'm gonna try something, it might work. If you've never met me before and I just reached out to you in the DM format, you raise your hand, and that's the reason why you're here. If you came with that person, can you raise your hand? People that you really don't know, you can really get access to just by saying, hey, this is what I have going on, but people are scared. My dad has this thing, he has this thing. He says, there's 2 types of agents in the world, secret agents and agents that sell. I love that. Because either you're gonna announce your business or you're not. Either you're gonna try to sell these people or you're not. Are you proud? Are you really confident in your products? Look, I'll say that cold outreach is dope. It's probably the #1 reason why I am able to put these things together like this. So literally lean into cold outreach. 100 a day is on par with what you should be doing. It's not something so strenuous that won't take like an hour or 2 out of your day. And if you are a full-time entrepreneur, you should be doing cold outreach to up to 4 hours a day. It doesn't hurt. You want to create content that is specific to your industry. A lot of people have a fear, I guess, of being corny. You know, they don't want to hop on the trends and the sounds and what's trending right now. I don't understand why they don't do that. Like, these sounds are literally going viral. Why would you not hop onto that and just get some extra eyes on your brand? That's the worst that can happen, right? You might get laughed at, and people laughing to the bank. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm coming. So, content marketing is dope. Engaging in community building. Of course, if people are commenting, you need to take the time to actually respond to what it is that they're saying. You need to share things in your community. You need to do the polls. You need to ask questions in your captions to where you're actually getting the attention of people and they're not just looking at static images. And if you're not utilizing Reels, you're definitely behind the 8 ball. Reels actually is better than static posts, primarily because it gives you access to additional people that you wouldn't have access to. It's just simple math. I'm sorry. You can go to the next slide for me. Segmented audiences. How many people are familiar with segmented audiences? Okay, so the example that I kind of gave earlier today with the shirts and the socks, that's how you segment audiences. Now, when you are before I get there, does anybody have an email list that they email blast for? What's your product?
They'll be hair, and labels.
Okay, so you sell hair care,
And service.
and your service provider. So is it all the same email?
No, that's separate.
Two separate. So in your hair care business, what products you have?
Right now I have a rose oil, and same
Okay, it's single.
first product.
Okay. All right, so you have one product. Throw it up there.
So my hair care business, my service provider business, I've been doing for 5 years.
Okay.
Typically, when I do email listings, discount specials, monthly specials, holiday specials like Halloween, discounts, Christmas discounts, Thanksgiving, things like that.
Okay, so discounts. I'm trying to get a grasp of it. Like service provider is what exactly?
So maximization.
Maximization. Okay, so you're doing specials. All right, cool. I got you. I had to get it, but I got you. So, how do you segment that audience? She might have, how many people do you have on your email list?
So my hair business, I have about
30. Yeah, 30 people? Okay, so she has 30 people on her hair care business email list. Has anybody ever bought from you on that list? And do you have people who don't buy from you that you send emails to, right? So, segmented audiences look like these people bought from me, these people opened actually opened the email, and these people are wasting my time, right? And if they start buying, because you have a limit with your emails, right? You have a limit, so if you're utilizing your limit and you're just blasting away at everybody, you're going to reach the limit that much faster. You're not going to actually expose yourself to what? The avatar. You want to make sure that you are always exposing your product to the avatar. Once they've made a purchase, then you can even go even more into it where you can say, these are the high ticket people that buy high value, high tickets, these people buy my luxury items. You just break it up like that, and then you what? You customize it. You customize it, and then you add the promo code. You want to build brand loyalty, because we don't want people to buy from us one time, we want them to buy from us several times. So that's something that it's on the process a lot. Segmented email lists, personalized content, that kind of goes right there with that. Automated campaigns. Does anybody use ads? Run ads? I can't keep using you now. So when you run ads, do you run it on Meta, Instagram, TikTok? They allow you to add what? The interest of who you're actually targeting. When you have a target. Now I'm gonna tell you the importance of this, right? When you are setting your avatar into that, you're inputting your avatar information into the system, it's going to give you an estimated reach. The estimated reach should say something like, I need a business. What do you do? Shy, it's okay. What do you do? Life insurance. Okay. You do life insurance, you have, let's say you focus on seniors, right? Okay, let's just say. Okay, so you focus on seniors, that's your avatar. You're putting that avatar into the system. It's saying you have 1.7 million estimated reach. Then comes the budget. What is one policy on average cost? I know it's hard to generalize, but just give a mean. $75. $75 should be your daily budget. And I know it sounds crazy, especially just hearing it, like, hold on now. Like, I'm paying $700 a week, but you want to make $700 a week, right? Or you don't, $7,000? You want to do that. But a lot of people are advertising, but not putting advertising dollars into the advertising. Your product costs $75, but your ads are running at $5 a day. It doesn't really equate. You have to literally you don't have to. General rule of thumb, it's a good idea to use whatever it is that your product costs as your daily budget. Now, some people have higher ticket options. Some people are not selling, like you might sell I keep using this. I'm gonna move around. Brother, what does your book cost? How much is this? $15. $15. That's less than $65 a week. I think I'm not a mathematician. No, but it's less than $70 a week. Am I right here? $15, 7 days. Okay, cool. If you made one sale a day, right, you would be on par. You would really just be at the mean. But if you made 2 sales a day, you would be over the mark, right? 2 sales a day, that's not a lot. For $15, on average, $5 will give you about an estimated reach of 400 to 800. On par, 400 to 800 every day. What's 800 times 7? 560. 5,600, my fault. 5,600. Are y'all with me? I don't want to talk too much numbers and lose y'all. Alright, so you're using the ad to get to 5,600 people a week. But we already discussed that sales is a numbers game, right? So you need to be exposing your product to the maximum amount of people. If you're putting your budget at $15 instead of the $5, it's going to give you an estimated reach of about 1,500 to 2,000 a day. It makes a big difference. You put more eyes on it, you raise your ability to sell. So it works like that. Kind of get me? It makes sense to y'all, or y'all not with now? Y'all don't like spending more money at the possibility. It's business though. You kind of got to put the money into it. And last, regular newsletters and newsletters is give or take, honestly. Have that kind of business where you can actually utilize a newsletter and it makes sense. Like you have a beauty supply items. You can actually create newsletters for that. You can actually give application techniques. You can provide value to your audience outside of, hey, buy this. You can say, oh, these lashes, and I don't know. But you can give application techniques. I'm not really into that, but I'm just coming off and I'm spitballing. And you go to the last next slide, I'm sorry. All right, does anybody have any questions? What level? You have to get specific. Tutor free subjects or little break?
All of them.
Okay.
Like English and second language, Spanish and Chinese.
Good catch. That's fine. All right. Well, so English, ESL, so the second language. What's the second one? Spanish.
Spanish and Chinese.
Okay. You asking how would you promote it? I would promote that to either children, because their parents would pay for it, or full-grown adults. All the meme era where high schoolers and all that, it gets a little difficult when people are graduating outside of that. They don't necessarily have the money for their education. So I would focus on people who either are having somebody pay for their education or people that has the means to pay for their own education. So the first thing is into a specific tax bracket. So now I want to market to, I'm not going to Fulton County. I'm going to Alpharetta. I'm going to Roswell. I'm going to where people have a flow of money that's higher than average, you know? So first, you have to determine who you're actually going to sell to, where you're going to sell to them at, and then you just the medium, like how you're actually going to get your services to them. So if they're probably at school, there's advertisements that you can actually post up, poster boards or whatnot. You can do that. It's very simple. You can actually register and get hired on as a tutor and then offer your personalized services. That's another way. I can kind of go all day with this. So you gotta kind of tell me that's what I want to do and that's what I want to get to, and then we kind of devise a plan of how exactly to get to that person. But those are just some ideas that you spit on. That works for you? Okay. Anticipating needs, anticipating desire. All right, so this is my bag, by the way. Well, anticipating needs. would, if they're married, never do the presentation to them, just them. Because what they're going to say, as an objection, I had to ask my husband, or I had to ask my wife. That looks like anticipating.
I don't have any money. I can't afford it. How do I avoid that? How do I avoid that? Before I say, I can't afford it.
You ask them how much they're making, you kind of review their bills. It can get a little bit personal. I understand where you're going with it, but you can literally sit down with them, especially if you're selling a ticket like life insurance, something like that. You can kind of get into their finances. Real estate, you can get into their finances. So it depends on your product. It depends on your product, but yeah, that's what that looks like. I know that's what it's looking for.
So you also cold outreach. What do you call cold outreach? Are you personalizing the message, say, for example, you go to a specific person's page, you see that you have some things that are familiar to what you're trying to sell, and you pitch that initial engagement based off something you saw to kind of get them to listen.
No, generic is more like spam, right? So you definitely want to like create a conversation. Like you want to sell through the conversation, so you want to create a conversation. So go based off the things that you see that they might be interested, but they're prospecting. They're not your customer yet, they're still a prospect, right? So you have to qualify them to actually become a customer. So when you see things that okay, that might actually work. Oh, that's my angle. Use it. And cold outreach is very difficult, primarily because you're going to suck at it at first. Like everybody sucks at it at first, and then you start figuring out, oh, if I utilize this lingo, then I can kind of get a feedback. Okay, now I'm introducing this, and you don't want to offer a sale like in the initial point of contact. So you definitely just want to start with a conversation. If you have a specific example, like a single edit, you kind of, no problem. Yes, ma'am.
First, I'd like to thank you for inviting me and putting us all together today. This is great. Good job, Sylvan. Yeah, so your cold outreach was successful. You got me here and several other people here. But I would like to know, just kind of piggybacking off of what your dad asked and you gave him honor and edify him earlier. But what's one of the main lessons you learned from being able to watch your father? He's a successful life insurance agent. And also, what's one of the things that you also might have learned from seeing one of his failures? Because you have to fail as you succeed also.
I think I can answer both with one, and that's just keep going. Like, that's literally what I learned from. Like, no matter if we was up, we had 6-figure plus years, and we had lower, but at the end of the day, you want to keep going. And that's what I learned from Pops, Like, yeah. I don't all right. Any other questions? Okay.
What resources do you use for business cards? And business card, like, I don't have a business card.
Okay. So what resources? Business card? Nah, but you can actually utilize a digital business card at this day and age. So you can have these options like Link, where you can just literally put your information, people can just scan the QR code, and their information goes directly to their phone. That's like also, yeah, BLINQ.
I got a question.
All right.
You talked about follow-ups.
Okay.
And I wanted to know, what's like, because I feel like a lot of people struggle with the follow-up process, especially online, on the cold calls. So, you got any, tips for, a general, universal, follow-up, kind of, work across any plan, or what's it?
Okay. Good question, bro.
So with that, 1 to 2 weeks is normally a good space to follow up.
Okay.
You don't want to become annoying because then you fall into spam and people are just knowing that you're just overdoing the reach out. So it's like, all right, whatever. They start disregarding. They used to maybe go into their requests and see what they had to say. Now they're not even looking at it. So cold outreach is like really difficult. So following up with them, some people they actually like that persistence. Some people really don't. You can kind of tell from the engagement. If you are you going based on cold outreach when they responded or when they didn't respond?
Well, they didn't respond.
Okay, if they didn't respond, then it can get a little difficult.
Okay.
Like you might have a cheering on leaving that person alone, right? But if they actually fit the demo what you're looking for, like I said, you're doing 100 a day. How long before you actually spend that block? Like a week or two. And if they don't respond back on that one, try it one. You know, but 1 or 2 weeks typically, especially if they're responding, they're interactive, because it takes 5 points of contact for them to actually want to buy. So it's cool that,
Okay. That's a good one.
last chance. Perfecto. Go to the next slide. Great. So I'm about to pass them around a little bit, just a little bit, because I want all these beautiful business owners to kind of speak as to who they are, what they do, and why they're here. That's it. So is anybody familiar with the elevator pitch? I love the elevator pitch. You're familiar with it? You want to tell who you are, what you do, and why you do it. Are you familiar? I don't know unless you just come.
I've heard a little bit of this. I don't have a mind yet. I ain't stuff. Okay. But I never heard it more.
So, my business, I don't have business. So my name is Isaiah Jones. I'm a chairman of my class. I'm studying project management, looking to be a project manager, working on different projects pretty much. And I'm looking to lead people. I do love impacting people. I want to make a difference in our young Black man community. So that's why I go out and dress the way I do or act the way I act as far as with integrity and making sure that I stay committed to the mission. And that is pretty much it about me. Like I said, I don't have a business, so I don't have a pitch, but I just keep it a synopsis about myself. So.
Thank you, Isaiah.
Hello, everybody. I am a Billboard charting artist and songwriter, and as a way to give back to my community, I also started a life insurance agency. I'm a licensed life insurance agent, and I work with one sole carrier.
So, elevator pitch, I don't want nobody to overthink it. So this is literally, listen down. My name is Selman Hicks. I'm a business consultant with a focus in sales. Basically, I help people make more money.
My name is Kyrie Easley, and I'm an aspiring African American with a clothing brand called Dangerously Tenacious. The name represents perseverance, and no matter what you go through, you'll get through it.
Same thing he just said. My name is Hassan Stewart, and I am a co-founder of Dangerously Tenacious. What our brand represents is perseverance and just being strong.
Hello, my name is Kevin. We have an entertainment company where we try to bridge the gap between the world of aspiring creators and the demand for those creators. As we all know, everybody has talent in their own right, but they don't know how to get to that next level to provide their talent to people, or they don't understand, they think it's too expensive. So our vision was to try to bridge that gap because we have leverage in the demand, and we know there's a huge market of aspiring creators. So we're always looking for great talent.
How y'all doing? Awesome. All right, so my name is DeAndre Ricketts. This is Ayoja, and this is Xavier. And this is two black beekeepers, okay? My grandfather, he started beekeeping in 1970. After he passed away, he paid the trade to my uncle. And my family's from the Virgin Islands, by the way, guys, so anybody knows also, yeah. So, yes, my uncle took the trade, and after my uncle took the trade, he took me under his wing. He's been teaching me beekeeping for years since I was a toddler. I mean, getting stung by bees and everything. If y'all follow the IG page, y'all be able to see a lot of stuff. And then after that, we just decided a few years ago that, hey, we want to do beekeeping here, and not just here, we want to do our own business. The point of our business is we want to be able to connect with other beekeepers around the world and want us to be like the center of it. So we want people to try two black beekeepers honey from Jamaica. We want people to try two black beekeepers honey from California, the UK, so on and so forth. As of right now, we have our local Georgia honey, and then we have our honey from the Virgin Islands where we're from. Right? Anybody want to have anything?
Two Black Beekeepers is going to be a global organization. We want to try to get as much Black beekeepers as we can in our community. I know some of you are probably thinking, dang, they're Black? I have never seen that before. Black people mess with bees? Couldn't be me. But yeah, it's a great time to be here. I appreciate all of you for listening. I really hope that y'all came to talk to us and stop by and get a little bit more information. But again, this is Zay, and that's the onion. And I appreciate you, and I appreciate you for having me.
That's the dope business, actually. Well, my name is Michael P. And I don't have like a tangible business. My business is more so than podcasting. I'm a YouTube podcaster. And I'm also a mechanic, so if you need someone that just turn in the car, you can hit me up. But I got you. You know, but most of that, my podcast is one of my biggest things right now that I'm pursuing right now on YouTube. It's more so, it's called Cafe Win and Grind, so you look that up to you see my hands face right there pointing at you. You know what I mean? But it's about inspiration, coffee. I also do entertainment and all those different things, like forward entertainment, things that's happening in media and politics and things of that nature. But it's nice to meet you all. You all welcome over this evening.
Hello everyone, my name is Deborah. My business is The Miracle, focused on cosmetics, oils. All the products are vegan, cruelty-free, natural. And you can reach me at TheMiracle_retail on all social platforms. My website is TheMiracleRetail.com, and I also have a travel business, TheMiracle_travel on Instagram. Thank you.
Hey everybody, my name is Prince Purdier. My brand is Purdier Digital Media. I'm basically a digital animator, graphic designer. So what I do is create illustrations, basically any kind of branding through social media or whatever other people need for their businesses. And on the other side of things, I also publish and animate my own animated comic series.
How's everybody doing today? That's good. My name is Savvy, and I'm the founder of SimplyDope Art. And what I can say, I do a lot. I'm an artist, but I'm also an entrepreneur. So what I would say is if you need photography, videography, or anything that you got, any vision that you got, just reach out. You can find me at SAVII, and then also my next page is at SimplyDope. So, thank you.
So I'm Rakia, and I have I'm from Both Trees. I am your maker and also your lemonade and tea connoisseur. So I do a whole different desserts. Okay. Different desserts and treats. And I started back in 2020 during the start of the pandemic. So, I do your grandma's baked treats that bring you down to the school stuff. So that's that.
Hi everyone, I'm Taffy. Nice to meet y'all. Y'all looking good, very good. Y'all smile like everything. So I am the owner and brand ambassador of Royalty Natural. I started my company 3 years ago, but I've been making natural and organic products for about 17 years now. I cured my son's eczema and dermatitis. Everything that I make, I whip up in my kitchen. It's all natural, organic. If you can't eat it, you shouldn't put it on your skin.
How's everybody feeling? Great. Appreciate everybody once again, Brother Sylvan. I'm Rod Williams, and I'm a gospel artist. I do music. I also promote, and pretty much I got merchandise like art coming out soon. And y'all can catch me or find me on social media at GodMob Entertainment 404. That's at GodMob ENT 404. And my lady on the side of the seeker, we joined ventures on cooking business. And pretty much gonna have like VI cuisine type food. It's called Jaheim VI Cuisine, in remembrance of her son. And that's the name she came with. And pretty much my venture, I pretty much have a courier distributions called Hot Mobile Enterprise, as well as GodMob Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much that.
Hello everybody, good evening. Again, my name is Jaya, most know me as Jaya Locks, and I help restore your crowns. What does that mean? I am a natural hair professional and master loctician. I specialize in restorative services such as matting, overgrowth, dermatitis, those who need help with scalp care or scalp restoration. Also, aside from that, I have created a brand called Velvet's Luxe Hair Care. This is something that you use away from the chair. So to continue your restoration of your scalp, your hair care, my products are designed to make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do in between your appointments or in between the appointments of you and your personal stylist. God bless y'all. It's a pleasure to see everybody today.
How y'all doing?
Good.
All right. Let me direct y'all to my poster board. My name is Bilal from North New Jersey. Been down in Georgia for about a year now. My brand is called Halal Boys and Halal Girl Clothing. The word halal is an Arabic word. It means lawful or permissible. It's a clothing brand and fashion statement for all mankind, all walks of life. Have positive fashion for positive people who believe in the higher power. I love colors, as y'all can see. And I customize everything myself. I also do other clothing lines. I do other businesses. So if you want to, if you have a brand, you want to bring it to life, I'm sure we'll do that as well. I started this in 2012, and I've been rocking ever since. My motivation is helping other people. I have no problem giving people a plug, giving people different businesses. Because we have to circulate the black dollar. We have to grow off each other. And, that's my mission statement. Thank y'all. Appreciate it.
Hi, my name is Veronica. I'm the owner of Franco & Associates, where we help people learn about generational wealth through the purchase of homes, real estate. And what we do, we sit down with you, we create a plan in order for you to get to where you want to go, whether that be a mansion or an investment.
Hello, my name is Victoria Arzu. I am a former classroom teacher and I'm now a tutor. I tutor chess to children, Spanish, and English as a second language. If you know someone who needs to learn English, if you are intrigued by the game of chess, and if you'd like to learn or improve your Spanish, I am the one for you. I'm also talented in doing makeup, and I would like to expand my services, but at this moment, I'm in the beginning stage of my business, and I need guidance, so I'm looking for a mentor as well. Thank you.
I'm selfish dad. We all figure that out. But my experience is in insurance. If you're an insurance business and you want to make some money, it's a short span in insurance. To make the best out of it is about training. Most of us get contracts that doesn't complement making money. It's all about training. So if you're looking for training, get yourself in the car.
How you doing? I'm a 96 and I run a family business called Above and Beyond Junk Removal. So, if you got a residential or commercial property, spring cleaning, or if you're lazy, look no further. We will go above and beyond.
Hey, my name is Joshua. I'm a master aircraft mechanic and offer aviation maintenance consulting services. Also, pride myself in educating the youth in the different aviation opportunities available.
My name is Erica Goettinger. I am a realtor. I do residential real estate, but primarily focusing in investment real estate. I'm licensed in Georgia and in Florida. In Florida, I primarily work with buyers, and in Georgia as a listing agent, doing the same thing basically for distressed properties, and that can be physical distress, that being that being a house that is basically falling apart, or financial distress if you are pre-foreclosure or just can't afford mortgage anymore, something like that, or if you're going through personal issues like divorce. Generally, that could be because the homes will sell over for those who are interested in buying, and like I said, or with investors, people put a higher price. So, yeah.
Hi, my name is also Erica, and I'm going to add two businesses. I have a body sculpting business where I do non-invasive procedures, non-surgical facelifts, breast lifts, butt lifts, that kind of thing. And I also run the mobile oxygen bar, as you guys see. I pull up to where you are. In just 10 to 15 minutes, your guests can experience concentrated oxygen with infused essential oils that do different health benefits to the body. So it's kind of almost like a healthy Buddha universe.
Hi everyone, my name is Maria. I am in digital marketing and advertising. I've actually been in this field for about 7 years. I've worked in both corporate and marketing agencies, so I decided to make my own business out of it. So if any of you need any help as far as getting leads, because you guys have great products and services, so that's really impressive. But if you're having trouble with like getting leads, traffic to your websites, anything like that, I can help sort of tweak your funnel through the consumer journey.
and see sort of where they might be falling off and just sort of troubleshoot for you guys and help you with strategies and solutions.
Hello, my name is Randy and I am the creator and founder of All That Jazz Entertainment. We are a one-stop shop where you can do catering, bartending, and event planning services. We do it for private parties in your home or a venue, or we can do corporate parties. Any service that we do not provide personally, we can connect you with vendors who do, so photography, DJ, things of that nature. We also provide training for members of the hospitality industry. So if you're looking to learn how to bartend, how to serve, or be a bar manager, or if you already work in a restaurant, you know someone who just needs to up their service game, you should definitely give us a call. Thank you.
All right, guys, I think that's everybody. Before we leave, I would just like to say, when I was promoting parties, I was kind of exhausted, right? And I was promoting at this location right here, owned by this gentleman that's walking up right now, Mr. Shane Wayner. This gentleman gave me a book called The Success Principles, helped me identify my life's purpose, and then, guess what? I jumped into business conferences, networking events, and started doing things to try to help my community as opposed to promoting drunken nonsense. I just say that. So, I'm gonna let Shane end it real quick by saying something.
Hey guys. Wow. Okay. So thank you guys, all of you in here. Try to sort of like check. All right. Thank you all for coming here. It took a lot of courage for each of you that spoke today. The things that you guys are saying about your business and the way you said it. Some of you guys are experts and know exactly what you're doing and what you're talking about. Some of you guys aren't experts yet. And I was thinking about this when I walked up here because I really want to encourage self-coaching, the coaching course. Because one of the things that you should be doing is being an expert in your business. So right now, you guys look at me, you really don't, some of you don't, you know me. And I own about 20 businesses. I came from being homeless. My father tried to kill me, told me I should die. I lived in the streets for about 3 months, ready to give up. I read a book by Jack Canfield called The Success Principles, applied it to my life. First month in business after reading the book, I did $13,000 in profit. And every month after that, I averaged about 25 grand a month. And went through rough patches and so forth in life. Now, fast forward from 2002 to today, I own 20 businesses. I'm in the process of buying a $12 million business here in Georgia, and I'm actually buying it for $0, which is amazing. I can teach you guys how to do that. Well, Sel can teach you because he knows how to do it now. And today I'm standing here in front of you guys. I haven't slept in probably 38 hours. Because I have a mission in life, just like all of you have a mission in life to achieve your goals. My mission has changed. I have all the businesses, I make the money I need, but I'm giving all that up because our society that we live in is falling apart. There's some people out there fighting for us, and I want to join that cause. And so I'm fighting right now. I'm taking down judges that are corrupt and lazy, that aren't doing their job, that are putting people away for the wrong reasons. I'm going after the FDA, the people that are poisoning our foods, as some of you guys know. So we're taking down corruption. That's what we're doing. And that takes a lot of time and energy. So I'm going to events, just like this type of event, on a regular basis. I've been meeting with, billionaires, millionaires, all different types of people that are supporting what we're doing. And the other thing that my mission, other than just taking down the corruption and making our world a better place, is spreading God's word. I make gospel music just like you over here. I have 40 songs. They're 100% scripture-based. You can find them all online. They're free. I don't charge for anything. I wrote a book called Know the Truth. It's a foundational study of the Bible. It teaches you what the Bible really says. So it's not a matter of somebody's opinion. It's based on the scripture and what the scripture says and how it says it, with the full context being considered, so you're not being misled. So this is my goal, and to achieve these goals, I'm going on almost 48 hours no sleep, and I have to leave here in about 10 minutes because I have a date with my wife in 2 days. It's our anniversary. We're going on 7 years. And so I don't want to be late because I love her and I want to be appreciated. But what I'm trying to tell you guys is if you want to be successful, you have to grind. You have to put the work in. You can't be afraid that you're going to fail. If you're not 100% in, if you're only 99% in, that 1% gives you a reason to stop and say, this ain't going to work. You have to be all in. If you're not all into what you're doing the wrong thing. Find something else. Find the thing that you're going to be 100% sold out. I'm going to do this. Even if it's going to take up my time, even if I get no sleep, I'm going to do what it takes to make this successful. It just so happens that I had opportunities, so I had to go with no sleep. I tried it, didn't happen. So, I really would love for you guys to help encourage Delvin. I really think you should start a coaching program and teach people how to be 100% sold out for their business, how to be experts at their business. And I believe you can do that. I know I'm putting you on the spot here. But when I met Seth, he wasn't doing what he's doing now. And in a short period of time, look at where he's at. And he's learned all of this information, and he's become an expert at what he's teaching you guys. He's taught himself. He's been dedicated. He's been grinding. He's stopped going clubbing. He stopped doing all this stuff. Stop watching TV. Stop listening to this. He's in the car listening to webinars and programs and things to better himself so that he can help every one of you guys find success. So I think we need to give it up for Seth for working so hard for everybody here.
This right here is the book that Shane gave me, right? I'm gonna give it away, but I don't want to see who's paying attention, you know? So I'm gonna ask a question. If you answer it, get the success principles. And if you don't, Shane has a big box up in the back of his car. But, what should the daily budget be on your ad spend?
Price of your product.
Okay, there you go. Alright, I got the 48 laws of power over here too. I was gonna give it away. This is an awesome book. You should definitely read it. So I just want to give it to whoever can tell me what the name of this event is.
ManifestTheMarket. He said it.
I said ManifestTheMarket. I don't know if I got to say ManifestTheMarket.
Just one thing about myself. I definitely appreciate everybody for doing this on a Saturday. You dedicated your time and energy and your resources to come make this an awesome event. So everybody give it up for yourselves. And November 16th, we will be doing a social media class combined with event curation for your specific brand so you can start attracting your own customers. If you want to attend that event, just ask, I'll send you the link. Free to attend.